was coming?
No, I didn't. He just came out and showed up. I turned around and he was standing there on the field with me. He said, "Can I get some plays?" So I said, "I don't have any pads." I said, "You don't need pads, do you?" And he's like, whoa, I do need pads. So I said, "No, you're not doing that." But he's a great guy. You know, it's great to see him. It's been a couple of years since I see him, so it's nice for him to show up and support the players.
I was going to say, it's the first time since you've been here at Fresno State that he's come through.
Yeah, he's been kind of busy doing other things, you know, and it just worked out in the schedule, I'm sure. I haven't really had a chance to talk to him because he was just on the field, but I'll go up there and see him in a few minutes.
Do you know the relationship with Kevin Parker? Is his godson, his nephew? Do you know exactly what it is?
I know that Kevin Parker's dad is very close with Marshawn. Kevin Parker worked for me at Cal, and then when Marshawn came in, Kevin Parker Sr. was a great mentor to Marshawn, and they stayed close for a long time.
Coach, where are you at after 15 spring ball practices? How do you feel about going into the fall now?
I think I'm really pleased with what we've accomplished through the spring. I think we got better each and every day. I think we took one more step. Last spring was totally different than this spring in that we were just trying to teach expectation and standards and get a feel for where we were, new coming in, and this year we're able to hit the ground running and move a little bit further ahead to what we're trying to get accomplished. And so I think we've got a lot of young kids, some turns to get in there and see what they can do. And for the most part, stay healthy through spring, which is always going into this is always my fear is that we come out of it with somebody injured, but we did fine today, so I'm really happy about how spring ended up.
Can you tell us about Ronnie and his injury and what the expectation timeline is?
Yeah, Ronnie has a Liz Frank injury, which is a bone in the foot that separates, and he had it pinned back together, and it's a 6 to 8 month recovery time. So we'll just have to see how that goes as we get closer to fall camp.
Who do you think won the scrimmage today? Offense, defense?
I don't even look at it like that. There's a lot of good things, a lot of players playing. Some people made good plays, some offense, some defense, you know. I like it that way. It's not one-sided. You know, I'd be concerned if it was one-sided, you know, and it wasn't one-sided. Everybody made decent plays. So today wasn't really about winning. It was about giving some guys some critical reps to be able to get some work and play a lot of the young guys, and so it worked out fine.
Is there someone either today or through the spring that impressed you?
A lot of people did. You know, there's a lot of young guys who really took another step in their progression to improve, and so many guys did a great job. You know, and so I'm proud of these guys. They grind so hard. You know, they're so structured in what they do, and it's an everyday job, and they really work hard at what they do. And so I'm really proud of their effort all through spring football. Now we get to regroup and start lifting and running again, and really focus on academics, and so these guys do a phenomenal job. I love the team.
Having Marcus go through spring for the first time, how much farther along is he now than when he first came in with a couple of weeks in August?
Well, he has a firmer grip, I think, on the foundation of the offense. And there's a lot this spring that was kind of trial and error, I think, as I kind of think it's on two different ends of the spectrum. When he came in last year, he was just trying to game plan. You know, he didn't have the foundation. He was just taking the game plan and kind of going with it, learning it, and going. Now that he had the foundation through this offseason, he almost got to the point where he was trying to do too much. So it's almost like from one place to just doing that to another place. But then when you get back to game planning, then you can kind of hone in on what's going on. But I think it's really beneficial for him to start from the foundation.
Where do you think Romello Harris is going to fit into the mix of things this fall?
I don't know. Romello, we're pretty deep in the running back position, but Romello's done a nice job. He's healthy, which coming into the spring football, he just got cleared. He was overcoming some knee issues, but he had a solid spring, and just one more guy to create some depth for us, but he's a dependable guy, and we're happy he's here.
Was there a reason why Quick wasn't out there today?
Crick landed on his back yesterday and didn't roll well and had a pretty nasty fall. Nothing where he's injured, but he could hardly walk today, so there was no reason for him to get out there. He's had a nice spring too. In the latter part of spring, he was cleared to do some work after after his foot injury, and it was nice to see him out here. He's an explosive player, but we didn't need to see him today after the fall he took yesterday.
Coach, with the NFL draft coming up, I want to get your thoughts on a coaching eye of Josh Allen and what your thoughts are on how he can be at the next level.
I don't know. I think Josh, just watching film, we didn't get a chance to play against him. I think watching film, I think it's evident that he has a lot of skills, a lot of tools. A big, strong guy who's mobile. So I don't know how I haven't been really following the draft, to tell you the truth, so I have no idea. I'm sure that he will be a guy that's, one of the top 5 quarterbacks taken. How that goes, it's really, the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It's, one team may think it's this and one team may think it's that. You could be the first guy or you could be the 5th guy. And then who needs quarterbacks? It's no different when Aaron Rodgers got drafted. He was the second quarterback taken in the draft, but I think he dropped to whatever it was, 23rd or 24th. But and he could have been the first guy taken in the draft. So really it just depends on how this whole process has gone with the teams and what they're looking for.
Piggyback off that, Marcus's prospects is a big year for him. You understand the quarterback position, so what does he need to do to really catch the NFL scouts?
Well, there's a lot of work to be done that way. That's a whole nother level, and so you got to keep improving. We have to be accurate. We got to be consistent. Those things are really important. And so another year of growth for him. And then again, it will depend on what people really are looking for at that point.
Coach, optically from the outside in, with the new defensive coordinator coming from in-house, seems not to have skipped a beat. You're probably pleased with what you see so far in the defense.
Yeah, and that was the reason for it, was because a smooth transition. That defensive room, those guys really worked together with the game planning and things like that last year. So all the thoughts and all the knowledge is still in that room. And so I'm really pleased that the transitions are, it's really about the players, at the end, that they're comfortable with the terminology, they're comfortable with what we're doing, they can play fast. And there really hasn't been, we haven't skipped a beat there. It's been great. Our new linebacker coach, Kenwick Thompson, coming in, he's been great with the guys. So everything's moving ahead really well.
Excellent. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.